Although we have seen great deal of disruption in services, here and there across the city. In a lot of places, people are paying greater fees. People are getting less for their tax dollars. That's how the deficits hit everyday people. We have our rec and park closures, a lot of layoffs. If you're looking for services for very vulnerable communities, you're seeing less of them. Foster care case managers have huge caseloads now, and seniors are probably getting their meals cut back on. So there's a lot of things that are going to affect everyday people that are very challenging in the budget. We wanted to make sure there was equity in how the budget was approved, and I think that the way the mayor's office had had balanced the budget, and what they presented to us at the Board of Supervisors was a budget that was disproportionately impacting very low-income people, whether it was civil service workers who bore the brunt of layoffs. That was mostly the lowest income workers in the city bore the brunt of layoffs. While we weren't able to reverse that, completely, we were able to restore people whose jobs were getting privatized and prevent that from happening, and that was a big, important thing for the Board of Supervisors. Yeah, it's frustrating. It shouldn't be that way. It's clear that the board has expressed repeatedly what our priorities are, and I've actually been part of helping with the restoration package for years, even before I was supervisor, and I see the same things there every year. It's time that we actually go back to have a different process for how we make our cuts at the end of the year. The mayor's given me his word that he's not going to go after our restorations. I want to believe him, and I'm hoping he's going to be true to his word. And if he is, then that won't happen again next year. I wouldn't say it was that cohesive. I mean, I think they did a lot of great work in presenting the Board of Supervisors a balanced budget and, closing a deficit. I think they closed a deficit on, priority in a way that I wouldn't prioritize, and maybe a lot of people on the Board of Supervisors wouldn't have prioritized the things that they prioritized. Certainly, I think the, lowest income workers took the greatest hit in this budget, and I think there are other ways of, balancing things. And then when it came to, once we got a budget that was presented, I think that there wasn't a great deal of support that we got in trying to assert our priorities, and it really wasn't until the last couple days that we really, were able to get their commitment on helping us find revenue and trying to restore services. Well, there's a process that is more than just lobbying. I mean, I've been a community organizer. I'm a social worker. I have a background in social work and community organizing. I have a sense of what are important services, and that the safety net services need protection. As an organizer, I want to make sure that the people who are receiving those services and the people who may provide those services are building, power and building a coalition to make sure that those services that support, low-income people, that support working families and seniors can still be around in this city. So. Given that we don't always get what the things that we care about in the mayor's budget submission, and that there is a process that we have right now of the board, making changes and having, a pot of money to move around, it's the process that works right now. There's probably better processes that we could have in place that could, make things easier. Yeah, I mean, I think there really needs to be some better fixes on that. I do believe that we have, we have some difficulty and some problems with how we do our union contracting. I believe that back in 2007, the city made serious error in approving police, fire, and nursing contracts where they were receiving, I believe, 7% raises. They got a 4% raise in July. And then the next January got a 3% raise. It may have worked that first budget in 2007 for the 2007-2008 budget, but the projection was that money wasn't going to be available in the next fiscal year, and it wasn't. So we had a deficit going into that fiscal year, 2008-2009. And it's a shame that that's how we decided that we were going to do it. We were going to approve for political expediency these contracts, early on. And so that's one area I think we need to do some reform is